Okay, so let me help you out with the homework a little bit. I'm going to review these two websites, Sky Sports and BBC. This table here, what I'm highlighting, is where we talk about how these two websites are similar. The one below is how they're different. So, let's talk. Oh, by the way, you need to talk about 4 features from each table. So let's say I took those 4 and those 4 again. That's fine. So let's talk about navigation. BBC is at the top of the page. The navigation is at the top of the screen. Screenshot. Let's actually do a screenshot. On Sky Sports, it's also at the top of the screen. What are the similarities? Well, rollovers, so both navigation menus are using rollovers. On the BBC, it underlines the text black when you put your mouse over it. I'm answering this one as well, but who cares? Never mind. Now I'll do a screenshot of this. On Sky Sports, the rollover on the navigation is changing the background colour to grey and underlining the text. Show a screenshot of both. Screenshot. Screenshot. What else can I talk about? So, if I click on Formula 1, the background colour turns to black. If I click on Sports Centre, the background colour doesn't change. So that's a difference. So I can actually talk about that later on in the differences for navigation. So let's find another similarity. Well, another difference is this is a drop-down menu. BBC doesn't use a drop-down, so that's another difference. So what other similarities are there? You've got all the sports laid out across. Sky Sports, we've got some options laid out across. So, BBC has its navigation horizontal, so it's going across the page with some options. Sky Sports has its navigation horizontal with options. Also, see the screenshots. So you get some screenshots, show it. Any other similarities? Not really. Oh, yeah, search. So I can do a screenshot of the search. BBC has a search feature at the top where their navigation is. Sky Sports has a search feature, blah blah blah. Template design, dead easy. That's literally the layout on each page. So BBC, look, it's the same on this page, it's the same on this page. We've got the image here, you've got a story here, you've got some pictures here. If I go to Formula 1, it'll be the same. If I go to football, it'll be the same. So what I can do is I can do a print screen of this and I can talk about it. The template on the BBC is very consistent. On each page you have a main story with an image. You have the information about the story next to it. You then have some images to other stories. Underneath the main story, you have images linked to other stories. And I can do some screenshots. So like I can do a screenshot of this, I can do a screenshot of this. Show, that'll be a good idea. Show a screenshot of football and Formula 1, show how it's the same. Now Sky Sports. If I go to football, let's have a look. When it loads, that's what the template is. If I change to F1, let's see if it's similar. Look at the layout. It is very similar. So yeah, again, I can talk about it in this one. Rollover images. So if I go back to home, have a look at this. Is it this one? What happens when I put my mouse over this? Story. Can you see what happens to the picture? It blows up. It gets bigger. It emphasizes that I'm on the story. Do BBC have that? No. So that's a difference. So I can talk about that and the differences. Anchor is, does the website have an option so that when you're at the bottom of the page, you can jump back to the top? So let me show you what I mean by that. W3 Schools, jump to top. So if I scroll down and you click to the top, it takes you back to the top of the web page again. If they both don't have it, don't really talk about it. So BBC doesn't have it, Sky Sports don't have it, I don't think. Let's scroll down for Sky Sports. No. So I'm not going to talk about it. Hyperlinks is where you jump to other websites, in this case. So unfortunately the BBC, well, this will take me to a different website, I think. Let's click on it. Yeah, it does. It takes me to news. So, the hyperlink on BBC is a white text, and when you put your mouse over it, it rolls over with an underline. Sky Sports also has a rollover. It's grey text, so it's very similar. BBC has hyperlinks, which are white text and a rollover underline when you put your mouse over it. I'll probably do it before and after screenshot to show the rollover. Sky Sports, I'll do the same. Talk about how it's grey, but you put your mouse over it and it gives you a shading background. Mood colours, folks. Mood colours is here. This will give you information all about mood colours. Have a look. It's about creating emotions with colour on your websites. So it's actually really interesting to have a look at this, and it will help you out a lot. Number of pages is simply showing a range of different pages. How many pages does BBC have? BBC has thousands of pages and thousands of pages. So I could do a screenshot of quite a few pages, little screenshots. BBC has thousands of web pages. Screenshot, 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 screenshot. Search as, and then give examples. X, X, Y, different examples. Sky Sports is exactly the same. It's got thousands and thousands of different news stories and pages. So it's the same thing. Screenshots, give examples, boom. Interactive features. You should know what interactive features are. Games, quizzes, forms, interactive forms, surveys. If your website doesn't have them, fine. But think about it like this. Contact us forms. Does your website have contact us form? Have a look. Something like this, where you can enter in your details, you click on submit, and it submits it for you, like an email. So this box here talks about similarities. You need to look about 4. So I'd pick navigation, template design, hyperlinks, and number of pages. This one is the differences. Where are they different? So I talked about with Sky Sports. What's different about this? Well, they have games. These are interactive features. BBC doesn't. So there you go, that's my first one. So I can do screenshots and talk about that. The mood colours are different. So I could talk about that. The rollover image. Can you remember when I showed you about rollover image on Sky Sports where the guy's face like jumped out at you? Let's have a look. Boom. BBC doesn't have that. So you got to show screenshots showing it. It's your job to provide screenshots, explain, boom. What I've done here is an A-star version. If you need anything else, email me, let me know.